Hello and welcome to the next video of my LPL 2022 summer preview. We're covering Bili Bili Gaming, otherwise known as BLG in this one. You'll think, why is this team 9th on paper? This is how the team played last split. I mean, they finished 8th in spring, but BLG is like Vitality and Damwon, and I would argue even Team Liquid, as one team in each region that we expected a lot more from than what we got. So BLG is a star-studded roster that couldn't get it together, and sometimes that happens. They finished 9-7, like I said, 8th place. Their academy team during the regular season went 18-4, finishing as the second best team out of 24 teams in the development league. They would then go on to win spring split in the playoffs. This team is very good. On paper, their academy roster has some really strong players on it, and it's hard to argue allowing them to come up, though, because there are so many good players on this team. Like, I feel like a move has to be made to take this team from, that middling playoff team, unless they figure it out on the Rift outright, to the world contending team, because on paper this team is really good. As news goes, Uzi is inactive towards the end, really the very end of the split. He backed off and allowed Doggo to take over, so Uzi's stats aren't listed here. I imagine Uzi, I don't know if Uzi will stick around or not. So top lane, Breathe is the main top laner. He did very well, 8.48 CS per minute, 57% KP, so a little bit in between there, leaning more towards a split push type top laner. 26% kill share. He has a lot of kill potential. 13 out of 44 champion pool, so a big champion pool. And then you look at Breathe and you say to yourself, I think Breathe might be the best player on this team when you compare him to other players in his role. But Myths below him. Myths played fabulous for BLG and Academy. 8.78 CS, 8.73 CS per minute. Like, when that will translate to the LPL at a high level, he'll definitely be above 8. And I just went over Team We just earlier today before, this video will come out a day later. But there's an example of a team that could be like, hey, what do you want for Myths? What do you want for Breathe? I can make it work. We'll get to mid lane. I feel like mid lane is a weak spot on this team. Maybe you make a swap. Mids is very good. 51% KP, so he is a split pushing top laner. Doesn't have as much kill potential and ended up with less gold because of it. But he farms very well. He gets ahead. His champion pool isn't quite as large, but maybe a team like Team World Elite could offer something for him. Jungle, Weiwei. Average, in my opinion. I don't really think Weiwei is all that great. I think he's just kind of average. 527 CS per minute at KDA under 3, 66% KP. Like, nothing here stands out. 17% kill share, so his kill share is even lower than his gold share. He's not doing anything really great. He's not making plays often, and he's farming at an okay rate, but you'd like that to be higher on a team of this caliber. 10 out of 44 champion pool. Can, the jungler below him, had a KDA almost twice as high. His CS per minute's higher. His KP is higher. Everything is higher. And the thing is, his gold share isn't that much higher. So he's not taking as much gold away from his team as Weiwei was, and impacted the game more. Smaller champion pool, though, so maybe he's not quite ready. But that's a player that should be getting looks elsewhere as well. Mid lane, this is where I think the team struggles. Fofo, I felt like during the split was definitely what was holding back this team. Despite a 5.5 KDA, his CS per minute is around 8.25. Not all that great. Played 12 champions. 66% KP. We just got done talking about Shanks and Xie. Shanks out farms Fofo and gets involved in 10% more plays. Xie gets involved in 10% more plays. Farms not as well, has more kill potential. Maybe you look at Team World Elite and you say, hey, maybe we trade you one of these top laners for one of your mid laners. I think that that's a possibility. A team like BLG does need to alter things to figure it out, whether that's changing the way they play the game or changing the players that play the game. 22% kill share, 21.5% gold share, so a low economy. Mid laner, that has a lot to do with farm, I feel like. Pins, 62.8% KP, not good enough. 62.8 is low, especially for a mid laner. And you could say, oh, well, fighting's happening on the bottom side of the rift and things like that. But, like, he's not making up for it. Well, he did, actually, 9 CS per minute. But I don't think that translates to probably 8.5 at the LPL level right now, which is better than Fofo. But I wouldn't start him over Fofo. 11 out of 34 champion pool. Sizable champion pool. Maybe he is ready to play for one of the smaller teams like an LGD or a TTG or teams like that. Be given an opportunity. Zhao Day played one game of Yasuo. I'm not really going to go into that. He played one game of Yasuo, so hypothetically they could move on from Fofo or Pins and still have another guy for the development team. Doggo, best player on the team. Second best player on the team based on comparison to other players in his role. Solid AD carry. 978 CS per minute. 7 out of 35 champion pool. Gets into fight 70% of the time. Roughly 30% kill share. Just a solid AD carry. Definitely not the problem with BLG. The bot lane was not the problem. I will say that maybe swapping Uzi and Doggo did not help, so that in itself could be a problem. But when it came to playing the game itself, I feel like bot lane was not the issue. Below him, Rise, 948 CS per minute is okay for the LDL. Hopefully he brings that up in summer. 64.5% KP. 26% kill share, under 24% gold share, so he's not taking as much of the gold and is, getting enough kills to make up for it. 8 out of 35 champion pool, maybe he drops it down to 7 or 6 and he focuses more on farming. Rise probably, these BLG Academy players, they just won, so they should have been getting looks and they didn't. I wonder if BLG... I don't know. BLG's just not willing to make moves, not willing to allow these guys to go away. I don't understand it. Crisp is one of the better supports in the league. Very good support, former All-Star, former representative at Worlds. Very good player. 68.4%, 9 out of 44 champion pool, 3.3, solid. Jue is very good. 13 out of 35. Champion pool, 72.4% KP, stronger KDA. Maybe other teams should look at him. There are teams that need supports that I can think of. LGD, TTG doesn't need one, but I'm sure we can go down a long list of teams that could use the support of Jue's stature. Obviously, like I just said, I don't know if BLG is holding these players hostage under contract or what have you. But I feel like some of these guys do deserve a look elsewhere. And the issue is, like I said in the beginning, BLG has an all-star team. They have great players playing. But the problem is, do you bench one for an academy player that's doing very well, that just won in spring? It's a tough call to make, but I feel like after a week or two in the beginning of summer, if BLG continues to flounder in this middling area, they're going to have to make a move, and I think they should make a move now. But comment down below if you watch the LPL. What do you think of BLG? Do they disappoint you? Do you watch the LDL finals at least? What do you think of these BLG junior players? Do you think that they should be getting looks elsewhere? Where do you think they should get looks? Do you think anybody on this team for BLG outright should be benched for a backup? Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Continue watching my LPL summer previews if you would like to. And thank you for watching.